This is to second. Eats up Cronenworth to second for one. On to first. They got him. Nicely done. Cronenworth gets that baseball on a tough hop. Flips to second for one. On to first. The DP ends the inning. Huge double play, all part of a dramatic win for the San Diego Padres in Game 1 from L.A. Tonight from Dodger Stadium in L.A., it's Game 2 of the 4-game series between the visiting San Diego Padres and the Los Angeles Dodgers. Welcome inside the broadcast booth, everybody. I'm Don Orsillo, as always joined by Mark Grant. Welcome to Padres Baseball. Well, after 3 very exciting games in San Diego, we kind of wondered if that kind of excitement would continue up to Chavez Ravine. The answer is yes.
Every play last night, Donnie, every pitch, edge of your seat type baseball. It's very, very exciting. And last night, let's go back to the youngster, Ryan Weathers. What did he do? 5 2/3. He was in complete control. No runs, 6 strikeouts. Ryan Weathers becomes the youngest visiting pitcher to throw 5+ scoreless innings with 1 hit or fewer at Dodger Stadium. What was the help of the Padres win last night? How about Trent Grisham getting on top of a Walker Buehler home run 3/4 of the way up the pavilion? That is a poke. And then the defense as well. The thing here, Cronenworth did not panic. He feeds it to Fernando Tatis Jr. A nice job at first base, but this all the way around. Exciting baseball, fired up to first base with the double play. That was the savior right there. Tim Hill liked it. Noisy? Not so much. Smiles all the way around in the dugout.
Well, tonight we have a rematch of a marquee pitching matchup. Yu Darvish matched up against Clayton Kershaw. Should be great.
This is playoff baseball, and that's what pitching is all about when you have close ball games. You look at Clayton Kershaw and Yu Darvish. Last time out at Petco Park, it was a pitcher's duel. The one thing that separates both of them is this. Yu Darvish, he throws hard. He's got a plethora of pitches. This guy can throw any pitch at any time, and you know what? He'll catch him off guard. He's got 6 or 7 pitches. When you got Mookie Betts swinging at a curveball and missing big time, that's huge. When you got Justin Turner looking at the fastball right down the middle, he's thinking something else. So his mixture is really, really key. Now, on the other side, Clayton Kershaw, 7 of the 8 strikeouts came via the slider. He can place it for strikes early. He can go out of the zone, swing and miss down by that back foot. That's what makes him so effective. And then go with that four-seam fastball at 91, 92 to catch him off guard.
Coming up, Fernando Tatis Jr. looked great last night, getting back into the swing of things. Bob Scandal will discuss when we return on Bally Sports San Diego next.
Fernando Tatis Jr., El Nino, getting ready for another intense matchup against the Dodgers. Hopefully he can be a factor in another Padre victory, guaranteeing a split against the boys in blue at Chavez Ravine. And you couldn't help noticing last night that he was definitely a difference maker in the ballgame. And you walked away feeling that even though he missed a lot of time in spring training and got off to a slow start so far this season with the glove and the bat, that things might be kicking in for the young superstar. Last night, Walker Buehler had retired the first 9, but it's Fernando Tatis Jr. that hits a slider into left field. Then he takes off, is able to steal second base. Notice the feet first slide, gets himself into scoring position, and then later Manny Machado, again, line drive into left field. Fernando off and running. He's able to score easily, but it wasn't just with the offensive side. The defense was there as well. Here he is on the backside of the double play in the 8th inning. Keeps his foot on the bag, does not rush anything. Clean exchange, gets his footwork lined up 87 miles an hour over to first base in time. He did it with the bat, he did it with the glove, he did it with the wheels. Fernando finding his mojo could be great news for the Padres. Well, it's a pitcher's duel, take 2. Clayton Kershaw, Yu Darvish, they were both excellent in their last matchup. Kershaw walked away with the win. Can Darvish get revenge? We'll find out. Padres, Dodgers, coming up next right here on Bally Sports San Diego.
By Petco, official partner of the San Diego Padres. By Sequan Casino. Watch the Padres all season long at Sequan Casino Resort. Win exclusive prizes, game tickets, and more. By Nissan. Choose Nissan today for great offers and our most exciting lineup ever. Shop NissanUSA.com. And by Jack in the Box. Remember, when the Padres hit a home run tonight, you get a free Jumbo Jack tomorrow with a purchase of a large drink. Well, it is Game 2 of this 4-game series between the Padres and the Dodgers from Chavez Ravine. And it's time now for our weather report brought to you by HES Solar. 64 degrees with a 7-mile-per-hour breeze out of the southwest. Cloudy the forecast for the remainder of the evening as the Padres and Dodgers get ready for the second game. And here we go. Clayton Kershaw with the first pitch of the ball game, and it is fouled back by Fernando Tatis Jr. We're underway from Dodger Stadium. Now Fernando had a good night last night, trying to get back into the swing of things. 163 average overall, 2 homers and 3 runs batted in.
Everything about last night's game was just fun. I mean, we saw it all. Great athletic ability, great pitching, big hits, that double play. You know, that saved a run too, by the way. Because if Noisy safe at first, that scores a run, ties the ball game. So all the way around, there's a great big league ball game, and on paper, a pitcher's duel tonight.
Having to deal with Kershaw tonight, who comes in at 3-1, his 5th start of the year. And this is on the ground and eats up Turner at third. It goes to Seager, and his throw is late. And Tatis will reach. Turner could not field it cleanly. It ends up going to Seager, and his throw takes too long.
Boy, early on, if you can take advantage of a miscue from the Dodgers, you're in the driver's seat. That's very fieldable ball. He was down on one knee, kept it in front of him. Couldn't really tell you what the hop was as it approached Turner, but very makeable play. And Tatis is aboard.
So lead runner on here for the Friars in the first inning brings up Trent Grisham. Grisham with his 4th home run of the year last night, his 6 RBIs, and a .318 start to his year in the first 11 games. They have charged Justin Turner with an error down there at third base, so an E5 allows Tatis to reach here in the first inning. See if the Padres can take advantage of that. Shows bunt and takes the ball away.
Hey, not a bad idea. Get the defense moving around a little bit. Trent Grisham, yeah, he can put a charge into one. That's evident of the home run that he hit last night. High fastballs from Buehler. Kershaw works down in the zone, down and away with that breaking ball to lefties.
Going over to first and crossing over to get back is Tatis. Second time Kershaw has faced the Padres this year. He's not allowed a run in the first inning since his last start, as this is going to miss low and away. 41 career starts against the Padres, 22 wins against the Padres. 22-7 with a 1.99 ERA.
Don, will be interesting tonight against Kershaw if the Padres, if they get that fastball early, one of the first 2 pitches, if they go to Hacken early.
Check swing foul. Let's check out the Padres starting 9, brought to you by Mozzie Heating, Air, and Solar. Tatis led off. He's at short with Grisham in center batting second. And Machado's at third with Eric Hosmer at first. Myers in right. Cronenworth at second with Pham in left. Caratini does the catching, and Darvish out of the 9th spot looking for his first hit in the Padres uniform. 0 for 9 and doing the pitching for San Diego. 2-1 to Grisham. Thought about it, but it's ball 3.
You don't see too many 3-ball counts with Clayton Kershaw out there on the hill.
Tatis gains his lead over at first base, held on by Edwin Rios, getting the start at first in tonight's game. And going over to Rios, but Tatis back. Three-one pitch to Grisham. And this is in the air to right center field. Betts going back towards the track, and he'll run it down right in front of the wall. Tatis, who is already at second base, has to come all the way back. Mookie Betts goes back to the warning track and the wall to make the catch on Grisham.
With the way some baseballs have been squared up lately, you got to really sit back and wait. This ball had a chance off the bat. Mookie Betts in center, covering a lot of ground. Covering the gap. Makes it look easy. I thought he got it.
So 1 out and 1 on. Brings up Manny Machado. Former Dodger. .260, 3 homers, 9 runs batted in. First 20 games of the year for Manning. Machado now has hit safely in 7 straight games against LA. Dating back to September of last year. I think at .393 in the last 7 games against LA. Swings at the 1-0 and bloops it to shallow left. That drops in for a base hit. Tatis rounds second, falls down, and then dives back. The throw gets away. Rios will back it up. Max Muncy covering the bag at second. Tatis rounded second like he was going to drive for third and then fell down. But is able to just get back on a wild throw.
With the play right in front of him. Let's go back to Manny getting jammed right here. Plays perfectly in shallow left. Now, Pollock realizes he slips. There's the slip there. Got to get back. Well, there's no low gear for Fernando Tatis Jr., is there?
Yes, sir. Going full bore. Eric Hosmer now with 2 on, 1 out. Padres trying to make a statement in the first against Kershaw. That's the way you got to do it.
Yep.
He gets Kershaw early because if you don't, you may not get to him at all. Swing and a miss. Into the slider that time. Tatis at second, Machado at first with 1 out. On the ground and right to short. Seager touches second, throws to first. It's a double play. It ends the first. A promising inning goes by the boards for the Padres. Dodgers are coming up.
His pitches.
Swing and a miss. That is strike 3.
The ball right there had some run to it.
Becomes strikeout victim number 8 for Yu Darvish. It was really good against the LA Dodgers in his 7-inning effort. First time out against his old team. And Yu Darvish on the hill tonight for the Padres, game 2 of this series.
And a veteran, a 34-year-old making his 5th start. The one thing about that one start, throwing all of his pitches any time. And fewer hits than innings pitched this season. 15 hits in those 24 2/3 innings. The strikeouts, 28. Very few walks. And opponents only hitting 170 off of Yu Darvish.
Now Mookie Betts to lead it off here for the Dodgers in the bottom of the first inning. A little bit high for ball 1. Well, Betts at .269 to start the year. 2 homers, 2 runs batted in the first 13 games. Missed a couple of games after being hit in the wrist with a pitch. This is sharply hit and by the dive of Machado. Fair ball to the left field corner. And heading for second is Betts as Pham gets it back in. It's a leadoff double for Mookie Betts.
Shortstop, number 5, Corey Seager.
Well, we talk about mislocation quite a bit. That one's right down the middle. It's just kind of like a roller. Caratini was set up down and away. Well out of the reach of Manny. Now the race is on. Dodgers going into this game second in the National League in extra base hits. Chalk up another one, that being a double for Betts.
So frustrating for the Padres in the top of the first inning, grounding into that DP. That is a major league leading 24th grounded into double play by the Padres this season.
Ouch.
That's a lot.
Sure is.
Here's Corey Seager. Cleans this out, but it's picked by Hosmer as Betts will take third and Darvish covers at first. Let's check out the rest of the Dodgers starting 9 for Dave Roberts. We've seen Mookie Betts. He's in center. Corey Seager's at short. Justin Turner at third base with Max Muncy at second base. Edwin Rios at first base getting the start with A.J. Pollock in left field. Luke Raley is in right field. Austin Barnes does the catching, batting 8th, and Clayton Kershaw out of the 9th spot. So far 2 for 5 at the plate this year. Here is Justin Turner. That's 90 feet away at third base and 1 out here in the Dodgers' first inning.
Perfect example for these Dodgers. Get them on, get them over, get them in. Seager, first pitch offering that breaking ball to the right side, getting Betts over to third base with fewer than 2 outs. Turner can lift one to the outfield. Takes a nice easy swing, doesn't try to overswing to try to get that run home.
How about the start for the Dodgers third baseman? 5 homers, 16 runs batted in, hitting at .379 and the OPS over 1,000.
We've seen Darvish before in this situation, 2-0. He likes to go to that cut fastball. Well, he's not missing by much, but great discipline by Turner to work it to 3-0.
This season has been tremendous with runners in scoring position. .30 pitch. He's going to take ball 4.
Defense behind Darvish tonight from Dodger Stadium. Tommy Pham in left, Trent Grisham in center, Will Myers in right on the infield. Looks familiar to me. Machado, Tatis on the left side, Cronenworth and Hosmer on the right side. Behind the plate, personal catcher for you, Darvish, is Victor Caratini. Darvish and Caratini, the battery for the Padres this evening.
First and third, 1 out here in the first inning, and Max Muncy coming up. Yu Darvish, a Dodger in 2017, was 4-3 in 9 starts. Split that year in Texas before going to the Cubs for the next 3 years. Looking over at first base, and Turner, who has a very short lead. Padres shifting on the right side as Muncy takes strike 1. Breaking ball there at the knees.
Well, not much to give to Turner, right? So now you've got a force at second base. You got that double play in order. The breaking ball from Darvish. Yeah, the left-handers in the right position will beat it into the ground. Although Muncy has yet to ground into a double play this season.
0-1 is to right, and it's in for a base hit. Betts will score as Turner takes second. The Dodgers strike first on top 1-0. And it's Max Muncy who drives it in.
Like Manny Machado in the first inning for the Padres, Muncy gets jammed as well and dumps it into shallow right center field. Hands are barking a little bit. He'll take that single and RBI.
2 on, 1 away, a run in for LA, and it brings up Edwin Rios. And Mookie Betts getting it all started with that double. He comes in to score. And Darvish trying to minimize the damage here in the first inning. First start of the series for Rios. Coming off the bench primarily, and that'll miss.
After that pitch, Yu Darvish kind of shrugging the shoulders a little bit. Just can't find that rhythm, can't find that release point. Some of the breaking balls he's thrown up there, cutters in particular, have been up in the zone.
Rios on the ground, and it'll be Tatis touching second, firing to first, double play. A good way to get out of that inning. 6-3 on the DP, but a run for LA at the end of 1.
Dodgers with a 1-0 lead over the Padres. Some good news coming out of the Padres today with regards to Dinelson Lamet. He played catch today as he normally would on his second day after making his start. everything went well with his catch session today. What does that mean? Well, the next step will be for him to throw a bullpen, probably when the team goes to Arizona. It's not a start-over situation, so he will throw a pen, and the hope is that everything goes well with that, and he'll be able to come back off of the 10-day IL when those 10 days are up. In the meantime, Jace Tingler did confirm that Ryan Weathers would remain in the rotation, and the Padres made a move today. Nabil Krismat was optioned back down to the alternate site, and they called up Aaron Northcraft. The right-hander is 29 years old, making his major league debut. He's been in the Padre organization since 2015, and he's part of the Padres now. Don and Mud, back up to you.
All right, thanks very much, Scan. Here's a drive to deep left field off the bat of Will Myers, and it starts the second inning with a bang. Home run! Will Myers takes it out of the yard in L.A. Tied at 1, just like that off Kershaw. Fourth home run of the year for Will Myers.
Second baseman number 9, Jake Cronenworth.
Middle in at 86, just kind of rolled up there, and Will was all over it, looking for it early, spinning on it, and he knew he had got it. Some balls hit well, but not getting out of the yard. This one, about halfway up. That was nice.
So game tied up 1-1 very quickly.
First home run surrendered by Clayton Kershaw this season, and it's a big one.
Jake Cronenworth will take the strike at the knees. .272, one home run of his own and 4 runs batted in for Jake Cronenworth. Grounds it foul outside of first. Remember, when the Padres hit a home run tonight, and they have, you get a free jumbo jack tomorrow with the purchase of a large drink. Well, Myers taking care of that for you. Cronenworth 0 for his last 13 at the plate. And skies one foul down the left field line. Long run. Seager's over there as part of a shift, and he'll have no play. Well back into the seats.
You know, that last pitch we just saw from Kershaw, and we know that Jake has got, kind of scuffling lately, as you mentioned, Don. But early when Jake was swinging the bat well and seeing the ball well, he wasn't swinging at pitches like that up and away. He's laying off those pitches.
Curveball drops in there for strike 3. Cronenworth knew it. Takes with him the first strikeout for Clayton Kershaw.
Nice bounce back by the left-hander Kershaw after the home run.
Fielder number 28,
yeah, he'll throw that curveball up there as well, and it froze Cronenworth.
So 1 down, base is empty, brings up Tommy Pham. Swings and sends it to shallow right. Raley is right there to make the catch. Out number 2 of the second inning. So Pham, who usually is a very patient hitter and will get deep into counts. Not so much this time. Quick fly out to right field.
Got in him just a little bit for that weak fly ball to right.
Brings up Victor Caratini. 220 in his first 16 games. And last night's game, defensively in the bottom of the 7th inning. And he would single in the 8th. It's a fly ball to center field. Mookie Betts tracking it. Makes the catch that ends the inning. But Will Myers ties this game with one swing of the bat. Connects on his 4th home run. First ever off Kershaw in 43 at-bats for Will Myers. Tied up 1-1 from Dodger Stadium. It is time for the Kia Player Profile. Yu Darvish getting ready for his second inning. Darvish a 2.54 ERA, lowest road ERA since the beginning of 2019. Only Jacob deGrom and Shane Bieber ahead of him in that category, with Cole and Kershaw in behind. As he moves into the second inning, 6, 7, and 8 coming up here for LA. And it is A.J. Pollock.
Whoa.
Darvish gets called right there.
You know, we talk about the road ERA. What that tells me is that guys like Darvish in that list that we saw, first of all, have confidence in their pitches they can locate no matter where they're at. There is a comfort zone pitching at your own home ballpark. You're there half the season than other venues, but Darvish doesn't really matter, and those other pitchers that we saw.
Firm fastball at 94 is carved foul.
And of course, he is familiar with that mound at Dodger Stadium, being a Dodger for a brief stint.
Fastball running in at 94, missing.
Tremendous run on that fastball we just saw there. You start that middle in, guys are going to commit and get it right down by the knuckles.
Swing and a miss, and Pollock strikes out. That's the first K of the night for you, Darvish. One down in the second inning.
Right fielder, number 62, Luke Raley.
Nice slider. Great location. He can really spin it. Look at that rotation. It's almost like you can't see the seams. It's so tight.
One out of the second inning for Luke Raley. His first big league home run at Petco Park in San Diego. Oh, trying to bust him in at 95. They miss.
See where Caratini's glove was? Right by his back knee, it almost looked like.
Yep. Trying to come in. Whoa, got a call. Well, in the first outing, which you had 7 strong innings, this was the usage.
Heavy usage of the cutter, right? When it was crunch time, 2-0, hitters counts, yes, the cutter was thrown quite a bit. Remember, his fastball's, it's not like a low 90s fastball. It's 95, 96. Oh.
And it hits Raley. 95-mile-an-hour fastball he hit him.
Catcher number 15, Austin Barnes.
Right off the protective guard that he has. You can hear it up here.
Yep.
One out, one on. And Austin Barnes coming up. Barnes 214, no homers, 3 runs batted in. Catching tonight, Will Smith starts the night on the bench. Appeared in 10 postseason games last year, including 5 out of the 6 World Series games. Hit a .320 last year in the World Series for LA, and a swing and a miss that time on the slider.
Dodgers got a nice little 1-2 catching core. Will Smith, Austin Barnes. They do a fine job.
Will Smith's had a tough year at the plate to begin the year. Swings at the 1-1 and pops it up. Foul ground. Machado coming down the line to make the catch for out number 2. So 2 down. I want to remind you on the Padres pitchers K9, your K9 wins. If the Padres strike out 9 or more batters in a game, all Padres fans can visit participating Petco locations the next day and receive free dog or cat treats with Pals rewards. Visit petco.com/PadresK9 for more details. 2 down with Luke Raley at first base, and here's Clayton Kershaw. Kershaw with 2 hits on the year and 5 at bats, so 2 for 5 as an RBI. Don't forget, the only blemish really for Darvish in that outing against the Dodgers and Kershaw walked him with the bases loaded, and that was the RBI that Kershaw has on his resume.
I think he was a little bit too tentative with Kershaw.
Yeah, he didn't go at him at all.
No, he was throwing him cutters and stuff. Remember, he's got a really good fastball like that there.
Two. And it's grounded. Foul outside of first. Hosmer grabs it for good measure. Caratini chatting up Clayton Kershaw. Pollock struck out to begin the inning. Rayleigh got hit by a pitch. Barnes fouls out. Now an 0-2 to Kershaw. And a very defensive swing. Fouling it off.
Hey, good back control right there. That ball is well off the plate. But we've seen some balls called off the plate strikes, so you got to protect. Kershaw doing everything he can. Look at how far back that ball was, and him just swatting at it to get another chance.
Breaking ball away. Inning in 2/3 deep. Darvish 26 pitches. Dealing with Clayton Kershaw. Rayleigh at first and 2 down. Oh, just takes off on him. 2-2. Doing more of that stretching.
Boy, that ball was a wiffle ball.
A little bit low. Jeopardy of walking Kershaw again. It's an 8-pitch at bat. 8th pitch coming up.
Throw him a fastball. Go right after him.
Top of the order, Mookie Betts on deck, hoping to get a chance. Swing and a miss, and didn't give him the fastball. Went back to the slider to get him. 1-1 the score at the end of 2.
Of the trade, and this was the defensive play of the season so far for the Padres. Hot shot to Cronenworth, over to Fernando, back over to Hosmer in time. How do you do it? You stay calm. A nice flip by Jake over to Fernando. He secures the ball. Now he gets his feet lined up perfectly to first base. Now you can cut it loose at 87 miles an hour. Nice stretch on the other side by Eric Hosmer. Bobby Dickerson always preaches when things are moving fast, you have to stay calm. The Padres executed it perfectly right there. Hopefully that defense continues on for the rest of the season. Don and Mud, back over to you.
All right, Scan, thanks very much. That was exciting, to say the least, and huge for the Padres.
Very huge, because that saved a run. There was a runner at third base, remember. If that is a safe at first base, that ties the score. Who knows what happens after that. So great execution all the way around.
Yu Darvish going to lead it off then. Tatis and Grisham as part of the third inning here for the Friars. Game tied up 1-1.
Leading off the third inning, pitcher number 11, Yu Darvish.
Yu Darvish show for 9. Just got done striking out Kershaw. Now Kershaw is going to face Darvish. .093 in his career. Let's have a home run. Takes a strike on the inside edge. On the ground, kind of fought it off to first base. Rios going to need Kershaw, and his throw gets there in time. No underhand there. He was going over the top with that throw. So 1 out in the third, and it's time for our Valley View Casino trivia question. Clayton Kershaw entered tonight with 2,550 career strikeouts. The player with the most strikeouts versus Kershaw is Buster Posey, Carlos Gonzalez, Brandon Belt, Nolan Arenado. I'm going C, Belt.
That's a good call. I'm going to go right-handed batter. I'm going to go Buster Posey because of the Kershaw slider down and in.
1 out in the third. Fernando Tatis Jr., welcome to Dodger Stadium. Out of the yard to the pavilion to put the Padres on top 2-1. Third home run of the year, second home run given up by Kershaw tonight. First Myers, more recently Fernando.
Number 2, Trent Grisham.
First pitch, fastball down and in. Oh, and Kershaw, look at his reaction. He knew it. There was no doubt about that one. Everybody in the ballpark knew it. Oh, do you hear the drums, Fernando? Wow. That's a bolt.
Padres have the lead for the first time tonight. Here's Trent Grisham. Takes a strike at the knees.
Once again, you get that fastball early. Go to hacking.
Curveball missing. One of my Gen Editor, the Valley View Trivia Sweepstakes. Free to retweet your answer to Valley View Trivia question at Bally Sports SD. Include the hashtag Valley View Trivia. Winners of a $50 Patties and Pints gift certificate will be announced during next Saturday's postgame show. Visit foxsports.com for full rules and details. Foul back.
So first pitch fastball. Just got another fastball right there. Trying to hack at it. And I'm guessing with 2 strikes, Kershaw will try to flip something up there off the plate, breaking ball. For either a swing and miss or a weak grounder. Curveball.
And it's grounded foul outside of first.
I love hitters' reactions after they miss a pitch. You see Trent Grisham after that? Oh my gosh. He's still talking to himself, shaking his head.
That'll feel good for Fernando.
Oh,
1-2 pitch is into left field, a base hit. 1 out single for Trent Grisham. He's now 5 for his last 10.
yeah, remember he beat the ship last night in the 8th inning, going the opposite way, and then stole the base. Nice swing, shortening up on the backside. No chance for Seager.
1 on, 1 out, and here's Manny Machado. Singled in the first. That's Kershaw in his career .318. A couple of home runs on his resume. It's only the 4th time that Kershaw has surrendered multiple home runs in a game. For the Padres in his career. Swing and a miss as the 93-mile-an-hour fastball by him. The last time, May 14th of 2019, that was at Dodger Stadium. Franmil Reyes and Manny Machado hit the home runs that day against Kershaw. Today it is Myers and Tatis. To this point, here's a 1-1 to Manny.
Well, I know it wasn't a grand slam, but how nice is it that Fernando Tatis Jr. hits a home run on the anniversary of his dad hitting 2 grand slams in the same inning off of Chan Ho Park, the same pitcher.
Pretty cool.
Very cool.
Popped up, foul ground, and Barnes coming back will make the catch for out number 2. I got a question about that whole situation. How is Chan Ho Park in there for the second grand slam still?
I've thought the same thing for years. And you know what I did? I wish I had it readily available, but I went back to that box score and looked at that inning of all the hitters and what happened. It's laughable. I mean, I'm not saying, any pitcher to be in that situation, I don't wish that on anybody, but to see how it developed and how he faced him twice and all those, it's unbelievable.
There's Eric Hosmer, throw over to first, and Grisham back to the bag. Curious to know who was managing the Dodgers at the time.
Maybe they were short on relief that day.
Must have been. Taking one for the team. This is popped up, foul ground, long run. And into foul ground goes Turner. He'll get there to make the catch. It wraps up the top of the 3rd inning, but Fernando Tatis Jr., his 3rd home run of the year. Oh yeah, you can dance, Fernando, right out of the yard. Padres on top 2-1 in LA. As we head to the bottom of the 3rd inning, I want to remind you to download the MLB app to get in-game video highlights, live pitch-by-pitch, breaking news, player updates, stat leaderboards, and more for your Padres. Top of the Dodgers order, Mookie Betts to lead it off. And a fastball that Caratini tried to bring back to the strike zone. That's with a double in the first, came around to score the Dodgers run. Movement.
The looping curveball to Mookie Betts after the hard stuff, the cutter, slider. He's got that running fastball at 95. Let's see if he just bought inside with that fastball. Remember, he likes to throw that cutter a lot.
Look out, he hits Betts. Second Dodger he has hit tonight. And another breaking ball, it appeared. And Betts, who was recently hit, missing a couple of games, slow to get up, but he's okay as he makes his way to first base. So Darvish hit Raley in the second. He hits Betts to start the 3rd.
Number 5.
Looked like a splitter. Yep. Got him on the forearm, it looks like. Ooh. Left forearm on top there.
And some pain still down at first base. So he gets that oven mitt on. Lead runner on for Corey Seager. Ball one.
Still really doesn't have that release point down. I mean, both pitchers, Kershaw giving up the home runs, Darvish missing up in the zone, hitting Betts. Both pitchers not really at their sharpest this early.
In the air to right center field. Myers coming from right will make the catch right in front of Grisham. Back to first goes Mookie Betts. That had collision written all over it out there in right center, but Grisham veered off as Myers makes the catch right in front of him.
You can see that Grisham on the shortstop side of second base. Don't know what type of communication there, but Will Myers at the last second. Oh, yeah, you can see him jawing right there. And on that collision, I'm betting on Myers. Thank goodness they don't.
One out and Betts at first. And Justin Turner getting a second look at Yu Darvish. Fastball and taken off his Betts, and he will be safe. Ball scoots away from Cronenworth, and Betts with a headfirst slide and a stolen base of second.
Going on the first pitch, Caratini, he gets such a good jump from his knees. Another good job by Cronenworth, just knocking that ball down. I mean, if you're not going to catch it, it's a short hop. It's tough, right? At least he does a good job of knocking it down, keeping it in the infield, although Grisham was charging from center field just in case that ball gets by him.
Elevates and Turner chases that high fastball. Turner walked in the first inning, the only walk handed out by Darvish to this point of the game. Against Darvish, not much luck. 0 for 6, 4 strikeouts for Turner. Way at 93. Well, the home run by Fernando Tatis Jr. hardest hit ball this season, 113.4 miles per hour. Difference in the game. Padres have a 2-1 lead. Spirals off the backside, no throw. Turner asks for time, backs out. He's got Betts at second base with 1 out here in the home half of the third inning for LA. Right down the middle at 96, and Darvish strikes out Turner. That's the third K for Yu Darvish. 2 down.
Number 13, Max Muncy.
Same exact thing happened to Turner against the Dodgers back here at Petco Park. Turner just watching that one go right by. Definitely has something else in the back of his mind. Frozen pizza on that one.
2 down with Betts at second. Brings up Max Muncy. Let's see. Single to drive in the Dodgers run in the first inning. A lot of movement on that fastball, running away and down. 40 pitches for Darvish so far. Taken off.
Yeah, tremendous movement away.
Out there again. This time with the slider he missed and falls behind 2-0. Trying to work his way around leadoff hit batsman and Mookie Betts. He's now at second base after a stolen base. Muncy takes ball 3. Ball 4, and it gets away, and Betts will take third base. So Caratini going back to get it on the walk for Max Muncy, and Betts will take third on likely a wild pitch. Now remember to enter the Saquon Scouting Report sweepstakes. Follow at Bally Sports SD on Twitter and reply to today's Saquon Scouting Report with yes or no using the hashtag Saquon Scout. Visit Fox Sports San Diego for full rules and details. Walk handed out was the second tonight for Darvish, and now with Dodgers at the corners and 2 down, here's Edwin Rios. Had the misfortune of bouncing into a 6-3 DP first time up. Strike 1.
Cutter right there.
So you're 0 for 3 in this category. 2 outs, runners in scoring position. A lot of Rios' time has been coming off the Dodgers bench and pinch hitting late in games. The fastball at the knees at 95.
I don't think you can place a fastball any better right there at 95. Now Darvish can do so many things right here. And Caratini's got to be on his game as well. Ball in the dirt, block it with that runner on third base. Nice.
That is strike 3. Freezes him and picks up his 4th strikeout. The Dodgers strand a pair. Padres have a 2-1 lead after 3. Cloud.
Will Myers. That was a pitch from Clayton Kershaw, the home run. 105.1 off the bat. No doubt about that one. 401 feet. Kershaw knew it as soon as that ball was struck.
Fourth inning, and here is Myers to lead it off. That'd be Myers, Cronenworth, and Pham. Fights this one off foul, backing out of play. Will's home run was his 4th of the year and tied the game 1-1 at the time. Curveball drops in there for a strike. Broken bat, bloop to right, but Raley is there for the first out of the 4th inning.
You know, one of the few pitches away, the fastball. See how Will has to go all upper body, all arms, and that bat's got no chance. Usually it's fastballs in, breaking balls in, but look how he bought that outside part of the plate for the easy fly ball to right.
Pitch 40 coming up here for Kershaw to Jake Cronenworth. And Kershaw upset with himself on the delivery. Popped up left side. Turner equidistant. Now he's going to give way to Seager to make the catch for out number 2. Time out for our Indeed player resume. Clayton Kershaw, career against Padres, 41 starts, 22 wins, an ERA under 2. And 267 innings, a whip under 1.
Are those numbers good?
Yeah, they're real good.
Indeed.
So 2 down and Tommy Pham. Pham fly to right in the second inning. 7 fly ball outs for Kershaw. Sends another curveball in there for a strike.
Yeah, you know what? That's interesting you say that, because this season he's at 53% ground ball. And to put that in perspective, the major league average is 43. So he's getting a lot of ground balls. So with the home runs and the fly ball outs that you mentioned, that means he's getting pitches up. Padre hitters are able to elevate some pitches to the outfield, and of course a couple on the infield as well, but still, usually he gets a lot of grounders.
On the ground there to Corey Seager. And Kershaw has a 1-2-3 top of the 4th inning. 2-1 Padres.
He has a 2-1 lead over the Dodgers to protect, and Yu Darvish has really been a different pitcher in several of his outings early on in the season. You can see that he was having some difficulties with his off-speed, only 64% thrown for strikes and a 22% miss rate, but then in the middle of the Pittsburgh game 11 innings ago, he found his rhythm. He said, I've started feeling my mechanics better, and it really reflected in his breaking ball. You see there the increase in the percentage of strikes thrown with the breaking ball, but more importantly, the swings and misses, a 30% miss rate in the Dodgers series and the Pittsburgh game. Tonight, guys, it looks like he's struggling with the off-speed. But the beautiful thing about Yu Darvish is he doesn't rely on just one pitch, and he showed that last inning. 2 strikeouts, both of them coming on fastballs. Yu Darvish hopefully finds that rhythm as this game goes on, but in the meantime, he's got other weapons he can go to, including that 94-mile-an-hour heater. Let's see how he uses it moving forward. Don and Mud, back up to you.
Now, Scott, I guess when you got 11 things you can use, you can probably find something that's going to work.
Yeah, that's the game plan, right? And it's a double-edged sword. When you've got 11 things, you would think sometimes it's difficult to manage them all, but we saw in his last outing when he has his mechanics and his rhythm going, he controlled all of his off-speed pitches. Tonight, like that pitch right there, he hasn't had it. He understands that. He's fighting himself right now, but because he has the repertoire and always has that fastball that he can go back on, he still has weapons to fight with, and that's what we saw in the first 2 outings. We're seeing it again here tonight.
A couple of things from me. One is he repeats his delivery so well that if he misses, it's not, I don't think it's a major arm slot thing or release point thing. It's very, very small, very, very minute. Another thing, and this is just me watching Yu Darvish, I think sometimes he underestimates his fastball at 95 rather than trying to trick guys. Sure, the cutter, when it's on in a good location, unhittable at times. But I think we have shown, or he has shown, like that right there.
Fly ball skied to left center. Grisham from center into left center. Makes the catch for out number 1 of the 4th inning.
And when you have an abundance of pitches like Donnie was talking about, it's in the hitter's mind to where 95 on you, can't catch up to it. Yeah, sure, you're going to get burned once in a while. It's nature of the beast. But I like that fastball. I like that 95-mile-an-hour fastball.
1 out in the 4th inning, and Luke Raley coming up. He was hit by a pitch from Yu Darvish in the 2nd inning. Did he go? He did not. I guess. Popped up foul off to the left out of play. Padres in a shift on the right side. It's the one where Cronenworth goes out to right and they leave Machado on the left side. shifting on the right side of the infield, but for him to go the other way in the outfield. 1-1 to Rayleigh. So you would like to see more of that fastball then?
Yeah, for instance, we just saw that pop out off the bat of A.J. Pollock. He was ahead in the count, 1-2, and he challenged him with a fastball.
Popped up, foul ground first base way for Hosmer. 2 down, and now a quick word from Fix Auto.
In 2021, supporting your community means supporting local businesses. Fix Auto Collision Centers want you to know that they're locally owned and operated. Call or click to find a body shop near you.
2 outs in the 4th inning. Takes us to the number 8 hitter in the Dodgers order in Austin Barnes. Fouled out down the third base line to Manny Machado in the 2nd inning. Wow, that's nasty for strike 1.
Yeah, Donnie, to answer your question, it's just, with so much to offer up there, I think sometimes pitchers in general, sometimes if they throw a lot of pitches, different pitches, they underestimate the value of that fastball, especially if it's located. Darvish can get located.
This is ripped foul down the left field line and a foul ball. Out ahead of that. Darvish with the first 2 outs here of the 4th inning, getting Pollock to fly out to center, Rayleigh to foul out to first base, and now an 0-2 to Barnes.
Wants to bounce it.
Whoa, it was a bit of a hanger, but it's in there for strike 3. Didn't bounce it at all. 5th strikeout for Darvish. To the 5th we go. 2-1 Padres. And it's worthy of a Carl's Cam replay. Not 1 but 2 grand slams in the same inning against the Dodgers at Dodger Stadium, April 23rd of 1999. It's remarkable. And that's one of those where you kind of feel like it'll never happen again.
Oh, I'd bet on that, right?
Yeah.
That's a pretty safe bet. But you never know in this great game of baseball. It's unbelievable because when you look at that inning, it was the top of the 3rd. Fernando's dad was hitting 4th that inning, okay? 4th. Darren Bragg, Edgar Renteria, Mark McGuire, Fernando Tatis. He hit the grand slam, and then J.D. Drew, Eli Marrero. He faced 14 hitters in that inning. Came up again, and then hit the grand slam before he retired. J.D. Drew, Chan Ho Park to get out of that inning. More hitters in 1 inning. By the way, Davey Johnson was the skipper of the Dodgers that year in 1999.
Swing and a miss for Caratini. Kershaw working into the 5th inning. He's given up 2 solo home runs, 1 to Will Myers and 1 to Fernando Tatis Jr. Breaking ball, and did he go? No, he did not. Chad Whitson, first base umpire. Swing and a miss. Swinging over the top of that was Caratini. And it's 2-2. Slider that time from Clayton Kershaw. Not a big strikeout night. 1 struck out Cronenworth in the 2nd inning as he works here in the 5th. Now, that being said, he hasn't walked anybody. And there's another strikeout. My fault? Perhaps. 1 down.
Once again, he went back to the well. That little spinner up there, middle in, right over the top of it. Boy, once he gets the feel for that, he gets a lot of swings and misses.
There's Yu Darvish for the 2nd time tonight. Kershaw at an even 50 right now. Darvish grounded out to first base in the 3rd inning. He is 0 for 1. Darvish 0 for 10 at the plate in a Padres uniform. Popped up into shallow center. Out is Muncy, in his Betts, and Raley coming from right. 2 down. Well, Tatis coming up. It's time for the Callaway long ball. Back in the 3rd inning, Fernando did this deep into the left field pavilion, 431 feet away. Exit velo at 113.4 miles per hour, and the launch angle at 27 degrees. Break out the binoculars.
Did you also see the short follow-through on that swing as well? It wasn't that big exaggerated follow-through. It was kind of right to the baseball.
Short and compact.
Yeah.
Looping curveball that misses. Reached on an error in the first, so he's been on twice. And the home run, his 3rd of the year. Seven in a row retired right now by Kershaw as he works with 2 outs and the base is empty here in the 5th. .19 earned run average coming in for Kershaw to his 5th start of the year. 3-1 individually. Missing again.
See, there's that breaking ball right there, that little slider that's really tough to lay off because it looks so much like a fastball out of a hand. A lot of the times when he's on his game, that ball's going to be off the plate, about 1.5 balls or maybe 2 balls off the plate in, but it's tough to lay off.
In the air to deep left field, down the line towards the corner. It is gone! A home run! Fernando's gone deep again in LA. Fernando Tatis Jr. homered off Kershaw in the 3rd. He repeats the act in the 5th. Oh yeah, stutter step around 3rd.
Center fielder Trent Grisham.
There's something about this anniversary about his dad hitting 2 grand slams in 1 inning and Fernando going deep for the 2nd time. No doubter. He is crushing tonight.
.3-1 San Diego. 3rd home run given up by Kershaw in this game. The 2nd for Tatis.
I think his shoulder is okay.
I think it feels okay.
Yeah.
I'm not a doctor.
You're not?
No. And their first strike to Grisham. Grisham tonight has flied out to the warning track in center and singled to left. For Fernando, that's a 4th career multi-home run game. Strike 3, and that's a 3rd K for Kershaw that will end the inning. Fernando Tatis Jr. with his 2nd home run of the night off Kershaw. Puts the Padres on top 3-1 halfway through this one. Game 2 from LA. Solo home runs off Clayton Kershaw. Will Myers has one of his own, and the Padres have a 3-1 lead over the Dodgers as we go to the last of the 5th inning. Kershaw leading it off here for LA. Yu Darvish back on the mound has a 2-run lead with which to work now. To left and a base hit for Kershaw. Mentioned he had 2 hits coming into tonight's game. There's his third, and it starts the bottom of the 5th inning for LA.
Center fielder, Mookie Betts.
Cut fastball right down the middle. Speeds up his bat and stays inside out. A lot of foul balls also from Kershaw going over the Dodger dugout, but this one keeps fair.
Lead runner on for LA, and here's Mookie Betts, who has been on twice in this game already. A double, and last time up was hit in the left wrist with a pitch from Yu Darvish. It's ball 1. In the air, foul off to the right, out of play.
Tough to double up. Betts has yet to ground into a double play this season.
Fastball by him at 95. So there you go. He can challenge at times when he wants to.
Yeah, and if he locates it, should be just fine. Sure, it's a straight fastball, but it's got some giddy up, some life to it.
To left, incoming is Pham. He will make the catch in left field. And getting back to first, Kershaw won't make it. It's a double play. He thought Pham trapped that ball in left field and was well off the bag at first, and they double off Kershaw at first base, and Pham may have hurt himself. See if the Dodgers are going to challenge this play or not. Dave Roberts wondering.
He clearly caught that ball. Clearly.
Chase Tingler is coming out, and they're going to go check on Pham. That's what they're checking on. That's why Tingler's coming out. Dodgers are not going to challenge. And clearly, as you see, making that catch and turning it into 2.
Nice job by Hosmer with the backhand, then quickly getting to the foot of Kershaw. For that, got him on the foot right there.
It looked like he was arguing that Jim Reynolds, the second base umpire, didn't make the call, and he was looking at the umpire.
Yeah.
And he kept saying he didn't make the call. So he hung out halfway.
Yeah.
So Tommy Pham's okay. Little doubt about that.
Now batting, shortstop, Corey Seager.
So 2 down. And it brings up Seager. 0-for-2. He's grounded out to first base, flied out to right. That's strike 1. .63 pitches on the night so far for Darvish through 4 2/3.
Regroup. Let's do it again. It's almost as if Darvish kind of lulls the hitter to sleep a little bit with that delivery and taking time in between pitches. Sometimes hitters can get a little antsy, they get a little anxious maybe.
Popped up. Foul ground. Over comes Tatis. Now it's at fair ground, and Tatis will make the catch over by third base. We played 5. The Padres have a 3-1 lead. Your San Diego County Toyota dealers. By Circa Resort and Casino. And by Ballast Point, celebrating independence and 25 years of craft beer in San Diego. We're celebrating Fernando Tatis Jr.'s night. A couple of solo home runs for Fernando. Go along with a Will Myers solo shot. All 3 home runs off Clayton Kershaw, of all people. And the Padres have a 3-1 lead as we move to inning number 6. Manny Machado set to lead it off here in the 6th inning.
See if Manny gets that first pitch fastball away here. Nope. Okay, now this might not be a big deal, but Kershaw, right? He was running the bases. He scampered to second. He was confused. Didn't see the umpire make the call. Scamper back to first base, sliding. And I'll tell you what, it might not seem like a lot, but when you're not used to running the bases like that.
Popped up, foul ground. Over is Rios by the Padres dugout, and he doesn't catch it. Had more room to work with. And Rios just kind of gave up on that.
Yeah, that's a catchable ball, and that's another opportunity. And as a pitcher, you're like, come on now, got to make that catch. Got to get to the furthest point. You can always backpedal, backtrack. But it might not even be a thing, but let's see if it affects Kershaw a little bit. Maybe wearing out those legs just a little bit.
Strike called. Machado didn't think so. Thought it was down. Swing and a miss, and Manny strikes out for the first out of the 6th inning. Strikeout number 4 for Kershaw.
No problem there for Clayton Kershaw. He goes back to the slider, down and in, off the plate. Still sharp after running the bases.
1 out for Eric Hosmer. 0 for 2. Eric has bounced into a 6-3 DP and fouled out. A shift on Hosmer on the right side of the infield. Justin Turner, third baseman, moving over to the right side to help out. That's away. It was called a strike before, not this time. Next pitch will be the 70th of the night for Clayton Kershaw.
Kershaw has worked his way up in the pitch count last time against the Padres, 98. That was in 6 innings.
On the ground into that shift, it's Rios who's guarding the line at first for out number 2. Let's grab the answer to our Valley View Casino trivia question tonight. Clayton Kershaw entered tonight with 2,550 career strikeouts. The player with the most strikeouts versus Kershaw is Brandon Belt.
Oh, good call.
30 strikeouts. I was just thinking lefty on lefty.
Yeah,
pretty tough.
Absolutely. No question.
Here is Will Myers, 1 for 2 tonight with that solo shot back in the 2nd inning. And he gets time. Curveball snapped off for strike 1. A home run for Myers, his 4th of the year.
Tried to overthrow that one a little bit.
Did he go? No, he did not. Chad Whitson, first base umpire.
Good hitters count here, 3-1.
Breakdown for Kershaw through 75 tosses tonight. Myers takes strike 2. That was a tough pitch to do anything with.
Really good pitch. Back door on that slider.
That's ball 4, and it's a 2-out walk for Will Myers. And the first walk handed out by Clayton Kershaw in this game.
Second baseman Jake Cronenworth.
That'll bring up Cronenworth, as you might have heard Todd Lights tell us. Cronenworth 0 for 2. He struck out looking and popped out to short. Over to first, and they got Myers picked off, but he'll get there. Off the glove of Seager, and Myers just kept on going. Credit Will. They got you picked off, but keep on going.
Yeah,
you never know.
Yeah, that's the play. I think you've got a greater chance. They might rush the throw. It looked like very catchable ball off the glove of Seager. Let's take another look. Got to go. Creates the lane. Rios. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, that's right in the breadbasket for Seager. That's just a good old-fashioned miss right there.
E6. You would have been very out.
Yes.
Like more than just out. Like very out.
Very. Capital V-E-R-Y.
Strike call to Cronenworth.
By the way, that walk that was issued, it's only the 12th walk of the last 342 hitters that Kershaw has faced.
It's remarkable.
Well, let's see if Cronenworth can use the whole field here the opposite way. Kershaw, lefty on lefty, likes to go away with that breaking ball. Spanks something down that left field line. Turner off the bag at third. And they're playing him in the outfield to go the other way.
In on the thumbs, and Cronenworth got the bat on it somehow. Could not have felt great.
No.
Kershaw struck out Machado to begin the inning. Got Hosmer to ground out at first. Myers walks. Second on an E6. And a 1-2 coming to Jake Cronenworth. In the air to left field, over goes Pollock to make the catch. It sends us to the bottom of the 6th inning in LA. 3-1 San Diego. To the bottom of the 6th inning, it's time to check out the T-Mobile coverage cam. That's good coverage.
Oh, it's outstanding coverage, Todd.
Went from short left field all the way to the home plate area. That's as good coverage as you're going to get.
I'd love to see a nice whip pan, maybe. That'd be nice.
You get more coverage, but
right.
I'm not sure it's as good a shot.
Well, it's subjective. I might like it.
The slow pan,
right.
Much better. Here's Justin Turner. Ooh, almost put his arm into that.
You have to try to get out of the way. It's in the rules. You cannot move your arm into the pitch.
A walk and a strikeout tonight for the Dodgers third baseman.
He got away with a hanger right there.
Fouls it off to the right, out of play. Three hits for LA, 5 for San Diego. The Padres on top 3-1. Dodgers have made 2 errors in this game defensively.
Did you see that reaction on Yu's face? Just that little, he kind of gave the disgusted look, kind of. It just goes to show you, even though it's a foul ball and a strike, he didn't like where that pitch was thrown. Splitter right there, off the table, but missing.
'70th pitch of the night coming up for Yu Darvish as he works here in the 6th inning. I mentioned a 7-inning effort against the Dodgers in his last outing. Two-two to Turner. That's off the plate.
That was a ball.
Foul, backing out of play.
See how far out in front Turner was on that one, kind of lunging. Once again, I think, if Turner's a fastball hitter, but I think he's got him set up for 95 middle in maybe, or a fastball down away at the knees. I would say down away at the knees. Give him right field. Don't have him anything you could turn on the inner part of the plate to yank out of the ballpark pole side. I say 95 down and away right here might be a good pitch. Although Caratini just put down 3, I think.
Fouled off again. Now a quick word from Saquon Casino.
Padres fans, surround yourself with everything you love about your team in the new exclusive Padres Hotel Suite. Visit Saquon.com to book your stay.
8th pitch of this at-bat coming up for Justin Turner.
2 breaking balls in a row, foul back. Let's see what Caratini puts down here. Relax, let's go. Make a good pitch, fastball away. Shook off, change up, slider again or cutter.
Fouls another one away. Too close to take.
Off the plate, Turner's got to protect. And that he does.
Turner strikes out looking. Grab that inside corner. Second time he's down by way of the K, and that's 6 for Yu Darvish.
And this is not where you wanted it. He wanted it down and away. He leaves it up. Oh, this is a great view. Right on the inner third. That's legit. So he got away with one there.
1 out, 6th inning, and Max Muncy has been aboard twice tonight for LA. Single to right to drive in a run, and walked in the 3rd inning. In the air, down the left field line. Pham with a long run, won't get there, and it's foul ball. Muncy will get another chance. Yu Darvish just threw his 75th pitch of his outing. Dodger Stadium, LA, the site of game 2 of this 4-game series between the Padres and the Dodgers. 0-1 again. Fouled straight back, 93, and it was up in the zone.
You know what? I guess if you were to ask you, Darvish, hey, how did you feel tonight? He really hasn't been as sharp as we've seen him before. A lot of pitches have been up, but then again, matters. He's up 3-1 because of the home runs and the runs his teammates have put up to this point. Sometimes the hitters get themselves out. And that's when sometimes pitchers say, you know, you give the hitters a little bit too much credit.
Skips in.
Wants to bounce it.
Swing, and he gets peace.
Once again, I mean, that's a hanging breaking ball. That's right above the knees for Muncy. Caratini wanted to bounce it. He did not get that release point where he wanted it, and he got away with one.
Ball and 2 strikes to Max Muncy as Darvish backs off. He's been going back and forth with Caratini more in this inning than any other time, and now Darvish making his own calls from the mound. Now a 1-2. Swing and a miss, and he strikes out Muncy. Back-to-back Ks for Darvish in the 6th inning, 7 in all.
I think this is the most emotion I've seen from you, Darvish, as being a Padre. Look at his reaction. Oh, he's fired up. He made a pitch. That's probably the best slider he has thrown all night.
Two down for Edwin Rios. Dodgers first baseman grounded into a 6-3 DP and then struck out looking in the 3rd inning. Another slider, and that one almost hit him. Rios off to just the 118 start. And gets a start tonight at first. Grounded foul.
Where was that ball fouled over near?
That would be first base way, and of course, that's where the Padres are housed at Dodger Stadium. Thanks for asking.
Inquiring minds want to know.
Oh, 2 to Rios. Down by the shoe tops. Darvish did bounce that one. To left down the line, but foul. And off the screening.
Joe Musgrove, Chris Paddock, Ryan Weathers talking some ball, watching the big league ball game.
That is strike 3. Rios goes looking. 8 strikeouts for Darvish. Able to get Justin Turner. Max Muncy.
Say it, Donnie.
Edwin Rios. Say it. Oh, they're all down by way of the K. Comparisons, Yu Darvish and Clayton Kershaw with the Padres on top of this one, 3-1.
As advertised, pitchers duel from Dodger Stadium. Two guys, and quite frankly, Darvish, yeah, probably not as sharp, but getting good results. Clayton Kershaw throwing that breaking ball down and in. 8 hits combined. Stay tuned to this one. It's a good one.
Tommy Pham leading it off for San Diego in the 7th. Pham 0 for 2 has flied out to right, grounded out to shortstop. Another curveball fouled off the facade and back down again. Swing and a miss and a pitch in the dirt. Pham strikes out to open up the 7th inning. That's 5 strikeouts for Clayton Kershaw.
Catcher, Victor Caratini.
Well, went to the breaking ball once again and bounced it this time. It's almost as if early in the count for strikes, then he has the ability to bounce them. We always talk about strikes, strikes, strikes. Well, you have to learn how to throw pitches out of the zone as well, and that's what Kershaw does so well. Just like Yu Darvish. That's why we have ourselves a pitcher's duel.
First action of the night in the Dodgers pen as this one is grounded foul to the end of the Dodgers dugout. Of course, they're housed on the third base side of Dodger Stadium. That action is Jimmy Nelson, a right-hander. Strike called over the inside corner to Victor Caratini. The Padres catcher is flied out to center and struck out swinging. Swing and a miss over the top of that. It's back-to-back strikeouts for Kershaw, 6 in all. 2 down in the 7th inning.
Oh, this one wasn't even close. Down and away. Out of the hand. You can see the spin on that one. 2 quick outs.
He does not appear to be laboring at all. Darvish coming up here with 2 down. He has grounded out to first and flied out to right. Jimmy Nelson again. The 0-1 pitch is strike 2. Did you see Jimmy Nelson?
I did.
He's warming up.
In the Dodger bullpen.
Curveball just misses. And that was almost a 9-pitch, 3-strikeout, immaculate inning.
You don't see that too often.
No. Missed by an inch or 2.
Yep.
1-2. And that's strike 3. Darvish is gone. Padres strike out in order in the 7th. It's 3-1 San Diego.
Presented by Arco. Yu Darvish tonight has been doing an outstanding job using the breaking ball. Backdoor slider induces the 6 unassisted 3 double play in the first inning. Then he gets Justin Turner on the front door slider. Max Muncy, not a problem. Down and in, swings over the top of it. Yu Darvish, 4 strikeouts tonight on the slider. We saw the ground ball double play as well. Maybe not the best command that we've seen of his off-speed pitch tonight, but he's still used it incredibly effectively, getting the outs when he needs it. Don and Mud, Yu Darvish finding a way to get it done tonight. Back up to you.
All right, Scan, thanks very much. Each of his last 2 outings went 7. That includes at Pittsburgh 7, and at home against LA 7, and pitches here into the 7th. And how about Darvish and Kershaw, both their last innings of work here in this game, striking out the side in order. As Darvish got Turner, Muncy, and Rios in order, and then Kershaw said, "Oh yeah," so he gets Pham, Caratini, and Darvish in order. Do the same thing.
It's amazing how pitchers can, like Bob was talking about, when they don't have their best location, but still have results. And it might be just one of those nights. Sometimes the hitters just can't make the adjustment or crush the mistake. And it falls into the categories I was mentioning earlier. Sometimes pitchers, I'm not saying for you, but you, Darvish, that is. But sometimes pitchers give hitters too much credit, and they think you have to make the perfect pitch every single time. Not the case.
Bottom of the 7th inning features 6, 7, and 8 for the Dodgers. Pollock, Raley, and Barnes. On the ground to third, Machado. One down to the 7th inning. Pollock just hammered that into the ground for the first out of the 7th.
That means good downward action out of the hand of Darvish. They're beating that ball into the ground for the 5-3. Helps the pitch count as well.
One out in the 7th. Luke Raley has been hit by a pitch and fouled out to the first baseman, Eric Hosmer. Shows bunt, drops it down. Darvish barehanded, throws late. Raley will beat it out. Just trickled it down the third baseline, breaks up a string of 7 in a row, retired, and Skip Schumacher on the phone.
Hey, really good idea by Raley. You know, if they're giving it to you, why not? You drop one down.
I got safe.
Very safe. I think you're right, Donnie. Bring that tying run to the plate. Good bat control by Raley.
So the bunt base hit with one out. There's Austin Barnes. Barnes batting with Raley at first and one out. That is picked on a hop by Caratini. We're wondering about the number 9 man, Clayton Kershaw, coming up here in the 7th. Sheldon Noisy has grabbed the bat, and he is on deck right now for LA.
Well, if you ever needed a ground ball double play, it's right now. Barnes has grounded into 2 this season. Off a little bit with that pitch. Really opened up and dropped his arm angle on that one, leaving it inside to Austin Barnes. And noticing right out of the chute was Caratini. Time for a little chat.
Is that fatigue or just something happened?
It might be, or just one pitch just got away from him. Kind of opened up maybe a little bit. You open up that front side, maybe that arm will drag a little bit.
Darvish falling behind 2-0 to Barnes. Dodgers catcher has fouled out to third and struck out looking, an 0 for 2 night. Three and 0. That's a strike, 3-1. Did not go to a regular fastball to get it. He cut it. That's ball 4, and the Dodgers have 2 on with 1 out in the 7th inning. Now a quick word from Bally Sports.
San Diego, the home of craft beer, home of Ballast Point. We're proud to celebrate our independence and 25 years of craft beer in San Diego.
Larry Rothschild headed out. The Dodgers are going to have a pinch hitter. They've announced Sheldon Noisy. And Larry Rothschild out there to share some information about Sheldon Noisy.
Remember, it was Noisy last night who hit the solo shot in the 7th and grounded into that tremendous 4-6-3 double play. So just a little refresher course.
By the way, how hard did Sheldon Noisy hit that ball?
Smoked it.
Unbelievable.
It's amazing. And still, as we look at that today, as Pierce Johnson's warming up for the Padres, how Jake Cronenworth did everything in his power to just keep that ball in front of him. It doesn't have to be pretty, right?
You got plenty of time to recover.
Keep it in front of you because it's hit so hard. You're exactly right, Donnie. To where you don't panic, you get it and feed it, and the rest is history. What a great play.
Dodgers are 1 for 5 with runners in scoring position. With Noisy's introduction, that means Clayton Kershaw's done. For the Dodgers, trying to make some noise with Sheldon Noisy here in the 7th. See what I did there?
That's why you're so good at what you do.
Yeah.
That's why you're the best in the business.
Yeah. Yu Darvish. Missing downstairs with ball 1. One single with 1 out. A walk to Barnes has 2 on for LA. There's a 1-0 to Noisy. That's a strike call. Right at the top of the zone for Yu Darvish.
Yeah, you know, Bob Scallon has mentioned it. I've mentioned it tonight. You know, Yu Darvish, I don't want to flirt with disaster maybe. Going straight Molly Hatchet right there because he wanted that one down and away, and that one leaked up. And it takes one pitch to make a difference. He's got to make an adjustment and get that pitch down.
Noisy with a swing and a miss. Down on the count now.
Missed with that one, too. Watch the glove of Caratini where he wants it. Watch where it ends up. Oh.
Right into the swing path.
Yep.
Raley at second, Barnes at first, 1 out. That's by him for strike 3 at 95. 2 down. Strikeout number 9 for Yu Darvish. Reach back for a little extra on the 4-seamer.
He's got that little piece of cheese in his back pocket, saving it for Noisy. After Noisy had a couple of pitches to really do some damage, and that one is by him. Darvish fired up. Caratini giving a yell. 2/3 of the way there. They got to deal with Mookie Betts.
Betts will line this. Caught at third by Machado. Screaming line drive off the bat of Betts. And Machado says no. The Dodgers will strand a pair. The Padres will take a 2-run lead to the 8th inning. Thanks very much, Mike and Mark. It is 3-1 Padres with the lead, and the top of the order, Fernando Tatis Jr. to lead it off in the 8th against Jimmy Nelson, the new Dodgers right-hander.
Well, can you make it 3 tonight? Stay tuned.
Why not?
Yeah.
2 off Kershaw. And that slider, he didn't go. Able to hold up.
Jimmy Nelson, the erstwhile Milwaukee Brewer, now a Dodger, went to camp as a non-roster invitee, enters his 8th game. Curveball, 4-seamer, and a slider, about 93 from the big, tall right-hander.
94 and by him. Some late life.
Well, he's got that strikeout pitch in that arsenal of his back in 2019. Struck out 26 batters in 22 innings. That's a good sign for Jimmy Nelson.
Breaking ball, and Tatis chasing it. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Tatis with Grisham and Machado to follow. Strikes him out. Back to the slider to get it. Fernando strikes out in the 8th. First time he's been retired in tonight's game.
A really good bender right there. Good action off the plate. He's got to protect.
1 out, and Trent Grisham coming up. Grisham has flat out to the warning track in center, single to left, and struck out swinging. A good downward plane on the fastball at 95.
Yeah, you know, I remember Jimmy Nelson with the Brewers. He was that one guy, Don. He had shoulder surgery. They were hoping he was going to bounce back because he was an integral part of that rotation for the Brewers. And we can see when he's healthy, he's got good stuff, good life stuff. Did not play in 2018. Tried to bounce back in 2019. Spent some time in the minors, and here he is in a Dodger uni.
Kershaw went 7, gave up 5 hits, 3 runs, walked 1, struck out 7. And the Pirates trailing 3-1 in this game. Corner, and that's a strike. 95. Grisham now, Machado next. Dodgers shifting on the right side on Trent Grisham. And he goes the other way as a result and gets another base hit that way. They've been shifting on him all night. Got a base hit to left in the 3rd. He's done it again in the 8th. Why not? They're going to give it to you. If you can have the back control to do that, he does.
He's been very impressive. That's the breaking ball. Rather than trying to pull that, just spank it the other way.
Here is Manny Machado, 1 for 3 against Jimmy Nelson. 1 for 3 in tonight's game. Grisham back to the bag. Almost threw that one to the backstop. Barnes coming out of the crouch to reel it in. Dodgers fans not overly happy that Manny Machado elected to sign with San Diego Padres after his stint with the Dodgers instead of the Dodgers. There's a ground ball to third base. Turner will go to second for 1. On to first for 2. Good pick on the other side by Rios. Around the horn they go on the 5-4-3 DP. It's 3-1 Padres. Beyond play. Mookie Betts with 2 on, a liner that is caught by Manny Machado at third base. That was hit a ton, and Manny elevating, fully outstretched to make the grab.
What did Manny say on that one?
He said no.
Great reaction too from Eric Hosmer and Yu Darvish. That's a big league play right there.
So it's on to the bottom of the 8th. Manny's headed to right field as part of the shift. Drew Pomerantz into this game for San Diego.
Last time out for Drew was Wednesday against the Brewers. Pitched an inning. And struck out 3. He's had a good year.
Seager swinging at that first pitch and carving it foul.
Pomerantz has struck out 13 of the 29 batters he has faced this season. Enters his 8th game. And there you see the strikeouts as opposed to the walks. Only 3 and 6 2/3. 13 strikeouts.
That's by Seager at 95. It's a firm fastball. There's the shift, the 2-1-1. That's strike 3, and there's one out of the 8th inning. Corey Seager down by way of the K.
Third baseman, number 10.
Uno, dos. Adios on the breaking ball. Seager. Knight moves back to the Dodger dugout.
The pitch was not too far from Main Street. One out in the 8th, and Justin Turner. I can play that game, Mudley, if you want to go there. Yeah. Oh,
you want to go to Kathmandu?
Yeah.
Because I can go there. Because it's really what I want to do.
I have the tools. One-0. Make it ball 2.
Different look now for these Dodger hitters, but they are familiar with Pomerantz. They know his stuff. He has to execute. He's got that sneaky 95-mile-an-hour fastball.
Staying away. It's so hard with Turner on top of the plate on the right side. It's 3-0. There's Max Muncy waiting on deck. That's a strike right down the middle. Down on Main Street for you. Another strike. Turner's going to get the bad news. Home-plate umpire Todd Tishner says strike 2.
He got a call, no doubt. Definitely a ball. Boy, I love that look right there. Does it look like he caught the corner there?
Sure
yeah,
did.
It did, didn't it? Yeah.
It jams him at 95. He just fights it off, flipping it to the backstop. Another payoff pitch for Pomerantz. Popped up. That'll get into the seats. Well, the Padres pitchers K9, your K9 wins. The Padres have struck out 9 or more batters, 10 in fact, which means all Padres fans can visit participating Petco locations tomorrow and receive free dog or cat treats with Pals Rewards. Visit petco.com/Padres K9 for more details. There's a grounder to third base to the backhands Machado, and the throw right on target, 2 down. It is time now for the Allstate good hands, and how about the double play started by Tommy Pham on this diving catch in left field. Kershaw wasn't sure. He was about halfway to second base and could not get back. A nice play by Hosmer on the other side, then the tag. It's a double play. And what a catch by Pham, keeping it from the grass out there in left field. Up and in for ball 1 to Max Muncy.
Arm side fastball. leaking a little bit. Away to the righties, up and into Muncy, the lefty.
Goes around at the fastball that was up. Seager struck out. Turner grounded out. 2-1 to Max Muncy. That's up and in.
Once again, that fastball. Arm side up.
Knable up in the pen, the right-hander. Corey Knable. And a swing and a miss for Muncy as Pomerantz battles back. Full count now to the Dodgers' second baseman, Max Muncy, with Edwin Rios waiting on deck for LA. In the air to center field, medium depth for Grisham. He makes the catch, and it's a 1-2-3 eighth inning for Pomerantz. We go to the ninth with the Padres on top 3-1. By Petco, official partner of the San Diego Padres. By Jerome's Furniture, catch Padres action from Jerome's best seat in the house. Sign up for a chance to win at jeromes.com. And by Knockaround Sunglasses. Yu Darvish, an outstanding effort tonight. 7 innings, 4 hits, 1 run. Walked 3, struck out 9. Pomerantz comes on as a 1-2-3 eighth. It's on to the ninth, and it's on to Corey Knable.
Another hard thrower out of the Dodger bullpen, trying to keep the 2-run deficit in check. Corey Knable enters his 8th game. Opponent's only hitting 143. And like Corey Knable always does in his career, more strikeouts than innings pitched this early on in the season. 9 punch-outs in 6 frames.
We'll deal with Hosmer, Myers, and Cronenworth scheduled to bat in the inning. Padres first baseman 0-for-3. It's bounced into a DP, fouled out to third, and last time up grounded out to first base to his counterpart, Edwin Rios. The fastball, but it runs away. And it's 2-0. Even better fastball that time and in the strike zone.
Oh, yeah, that's good fuzz at 97.
Padres closer Mark Melancon, who grabbed the save last night, is looking to do the same tonight. Rising fastball again as Hosmer ahead in the count, 3-1. Look out. That one to the backstop.
Knable hurt himself? See his reaction? Almost looked like, yeah, he's just ticked off at himself.
Here comes Dave Roberts out of the dugout. And they're bringing a trainer too.
Did you see his reaction?
Yeah.
After that pitch?
Yep.
It had the look of as if something happened, and rather than being upset with the pitch.
He's going to leave this game. Dodgers had nobody up in the pen, so they're going to be given as long as they need to get ready. Something not right with Knable on this last throw.
Yeah.
Winces. So we will step aside with a pitching change here because of an injury to Corey Knebel. It's Padres 3, Dodgers 1. Dodgers playing game 3 of the 4-game series. Blake Snell will be on the mound for the Padres. Matched up against Trevor Bauer. These two go head-to-head once again. A couple of former Cy Young Award winners going head-to-head. We'll get you started with Padres Live, the pregame show at 5:30. Dodgers and Padres game 3 from LA. Right here on Bally Sports, San Diego.
It's going to be awesome. Join in on the fun tomorrow, won't you?
Well, here is Dennis Santana, and again, nobody was warming in the pen when Knebel walked off the mound with an injury, so he will be given as long as he needs, and here are his numbers for Mudley to tell you about.
Yeah, usually relievers, they can get hot quickly, and that's the luxury. You got to make sure you are ready to go, because sometimes, Santana's been around the block as he enters his 5th game, but some pitchers might feel rushed, so you don't feel you might not get as hot as you'd like. So you've got to force yourself, hey, maybe if I need 3 or 4 more pitches, take them. I'm going to use this to work to my advantage for as long as I want. Santana's got a really good arm. That was evident. We saw him earlier this season when the Dodgers were here in San Diego. He's got the slider, sinker, very rarely changeup, and a 4-seam fastball. Mid-90s on that sinker.
Well, Will Myers will be coming up when he is ready, and will hit a home run back in the 2nd inning. His 4th home run of the year, and the first off Kershaw of the night. There would be 2 more, but they both belong to Fernando Tatis Jr. Well, since Padres hit a home run tonight, and again they hit 3, you get a free Jumbo Jack tomorrow with the purchase of a large drink. You know where you'll be tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, and don't be afraid to slap some cheese on that thing if you're going to partake in that Jumbo Jack. Hey, Donnie, what do you got for us?
Well, I want to remind you that this copyrighted telecast is presented by the authority of the San Diego Padres, may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the San Diego Padres.
Got it. Duly noted.
So Santana ready to go. And Will Myers ready to bat. Showed you the home run for Will. He's also flied out to right and walked as he bats here in the 9th inning. Padres trying to obtain some insurance. Have the lead runner on in Hosmer. Shows bunt, pops it up foul back and out of play. That surprised everybody. Yep. Turner's backed up at 3rd base and would have had no chance if he had gotten it down that 3rd base line.
Was that slider? Looked like it backed up on him a little bit. Meaning it kind of goes down and in a little bit rather than down and away.
Shifting on Myers on the left side. And he grounds it in that direction. Turner will go to 2nd for 1, on to 1st. It's late. They get the lead runner in Hosmer. 5-4 on the force out there. Myers will reach at 1st base.
Number 9, Jake.
Well, Will is always going to give you 90 feet, especially when you hit one right here that's a possible double play. The big kid can get down the line now. El Gallo strutting his stuff.
1 out. Myers at 1st. Here's Jake. Cronenworth will take strike 1. Yeah, struck out looking, popped out to short, flied out to left. Bouncing in, kicks off of Barnes, and Myers will get to second base. So a wild pitch, and Myers takes second.
Oh, that's huge. Oh, you know what? Looks like Barnes didn't get down enough on that one. Got to bury that glove in the dirt. Looks like it went below the glove. Will's in scoring position.
Two balls and a strike to Cronenworth. Backs out. Yanked it again, and that time Barnes able to pick it. A couple of bounced balls. 3-1.
How about picking a 96-mile-an-hour sinker?
I'm going to put him on here. The no-throw kind of the intentional walk. So Cronenworth down to first base.
Bringing up number 28, Tommy Pham.
And that brings us to Tommy Pham. It's Dennis Santana. He is 1 for 2 with a double and a couple of RBIs. Came up with that big hit in the finale of the series that drove in 2 insurance runs on Sunday against LA. Almost hit him. A little wild since coming into this game. May not have fully been ready, as he was given as long as he needed to get ready. Padres trying to take advantage. 2 on, 1 out. Pham will ground this up the middle into center field for a base hit. Myers being waved around. There'll be no throw, and the Padres add a run on top 4-1. Tommy Pham driving in another Padres run.
Number 17, Victor Caratini.
Missed location, 2-hopper, and there's no stopping Will Myers. Padres got action. Don, you mentioned it. Insurance.
Two on, 1 away. And Victor Caratini. Ball 1. See a lot headed to the exits here of the 15,222.
Yeah, the 101 just got a little bit more crowded right about now.
Yeah. Jerks and Profars come out on deck for the pitcher's spot.
Mary Hart and her husband Bert Sugarman left a couple innings ago. Wasn't enough entertainment tonight, so they left early.
Chase Tengler stayed.
He has to.
One pitch. 1-2. Caratini is flied out to center. Struck out twice. Swinging in the 5th, swinging in the 7th. Abel gets charged with that run.
Yeah.
Because of the walk and then the fielder's choice. He's still responsible for the man on who scored in Myers. Santana is 1-2. That sails outside.
Yeah, Donnie, that's
It's a tricky scoring.
That's
play.
one of those rules for the scoring that a lot of people have difficulty with or not knowing. That's a good little nugget right there. Because you can't penalize the pitcher coming in for he gets an out, right? And it's replaced by the hitter he faced.
Yeah.
So you can't penalize that guy. He got an out. So it's still the pitcher that was in there before his run.
Two-two to Caratini.
Wow.
Makes another in the dirt. And Barnes has been very busy here in the top of the ninth.
Yeah, he's getting beat up back there. This reminded me of a story. I played with a guy in the minor leagues who would chirp all the time. I'm not going to say his name. But like in a situation like this, Santana's beating up Barnes, right? Mm-hmm. He would yell from the dugout to Santana, "Your catcher hates you right now." Oh my gosh.
It's ball 4. Loads the bases.
Pitch hitter number 10, Jurickson Profar.
And Profar will pinch hit. This is for Pomerantz in the 9 spot. It would be great if he can come up with a base hit here and take out some of the drama of the bottom of the 9th inning. 258 on the year, no homers, 5 runs batted in for Profar. Strike 1. Went to the slider to get it. He had Cronenworth at third base, Tommy Pham at second, with Victor Caratini at first.
Be nice for the Padres to get out of slam range here with some couple more runs.
There is a ground ball to the right side. Out at second, back to first. He is late and a run will score. In the back door from third comes Cronenworth, and the Padres take a 5-1 lead.
Jurickson, no, he's got to go, and playing back is Muncy. So that long throw helps out. Profar getting down the line. Sacrificing that bat there. He's got to go.
Fernando Tatis Jr., a 2-home run night, both solo shots, both off Clayton Kershaw. Reached on an error in the first, then the home runs. Solo shot in the third, solo shot in the fifth. And struck out in the 8th. Here he is in the 9th. Taking second base is Profar. So second and third now with 2 outs in the inning. May have gone. They check. No, says Chad Whitson.
Now let's take a look. I think that's a swing. I think he went. Doesn't matter what I think, though.
Fouls that one off of Barnes. That'll rattle him. Time for the Bill Howe plays of the game. Not 1, but 2 home runs for Fernando. Home run number 3 of the year in the 3rd. And then his 4th coming in the 5th, 2nd of the night. And both off Clayton Kershaw.
Is that stutter a thing?
I think it is.
Like breaking it down into another gear, maybe?
Mm-hmm. A little bit of a pause.
Yeah.
Two-two pitch to the backstop, and everybody's going to stay where they're at. It came back pretty quickly. The ricocheted Austin Barnes off the backstop.
Wow. Austin Barnes is
it's been some kind of inning for him.
Yeah, he's getting beat up. Foul tips off the mask. Ball's in the dirt. 96-mile-an-hour sinkers trying to pick it.
Tatis will ground one left side, deep in the hole. Long throw for Seager, and it will be late. Throw to the plate, however. One run will get in, but it is Profar who is thrown out. Pham already in, and it's 6-1 Padres. We head to the bottom of the ninth inning. Padres on top by 5.
Let's get down to business. Give you one more night to get this. We've had a million nights just like this. So let's get down to business. Let's get down to business. Give you one more night to get this. We've had a million nights just like this. So let's get down to business.
They get down to business tonight at Dodger Stadium in L.A., where the Padres have a 6-1 lead. Nick Ramirez into the game.
Well, the left-hander made his Padres debut this past Monday against the Brewers. Clean inning of work. That was the top of the ninth. Followed that outing up with 2 scoreless innings on Tuesday. So Nick enters his third game. A great chance for him to close it out with a 5-run lead.
Edwin Rios to lead it off.
Thank you.
Rios has had a frustrating night at the plate. Bounced into a DP in the first. Struck out looking in the third and again in the sixth. All that was against Darvish. And just like that, he's down 0-2.
A lot of change-ups from Nick Ramirez. He'll mix in a cutter, sinker, and a four-seamer as well.
That's strike 3. And on the backswing, Caratini got hit. First out of the ninth inning.
Left fielder number 11, A.J. Pollock.
Uno, dos, adios. Change up right down the middle. Wow. And Victor gets it. Yeah. Wow.
Comes A.J. Pollock. Pollock struck out in the second. Flied out to center in the fourth before grounding out to third in the seventh inning. On the ground to third, Machado spins and his throw is in time. 2 down in the ninth inning.
Makes it look so easy down there at third base. Pollock shaking his head right there, Candy. Really good play.
2 outs, and we got a pinch hitter.
Pinch hitting for the Dodgers. Number 70, DJ Peters.
DJ Peters was called up today from the alternate site. Batting for Luke Raley with 2 down in the ninth inning. On the ground to third base, Machado across the diamond to first, and that is the end of the ball game. Now the Padres take game 2 of the series. 3 solo home runs for the Padres in this game. 2 for Fernando Tatis Jr. on a night where Yu Darvish goes 7 strong, and the Padres win it 6-1 in LA and have taken the first 2 games of the series. It's time for Padres Live, the postgame show. Mike Pomerantz, what's in store?
Here now the total for tonight's game. The San Diego Padres, 6 runs on 8 hits. No